and it's been a minute since we put out some content, and I apologize, but I took a little break from YouTube. I've been real busy. I've been trying to get the boat back on the water. Hoping next week we can finish replacing the head. The valves had got messed up, and then if you guys can notice, I have my truck behind me here at my dad's house. I've been having issues with it as well, and it seems like Chevrolet, man, just, I don't know, man, horrible truck. Been having issues with it, been trying to fix it, but nonetheless, right now we're shooting some lures for some of the stores. I'm gonna see if I can get at least 8 packs out of this plastisol that I have here of the shrimp lure. And I have not used this injector in a minute. How are you doing, bro? Alright, hold on guys, because I do not want to, I don't want to force it in there. The ring will mess up. Alright, I think it's this one. I think I had the wrong nipple. My bad. Alright. Alright, let's see if I can put some of the melted one in here and not the other one, so I can reheat it up. That should work. There you go. Right now I'm going to be shooting the Seth shrimp first. I'm going to shoot it in green. Oh, I don't know if I put enough plastic in there. What's up, Jake? Not much, man. I'm going to do, I'm doing a restock on the store right now. So I have a new color that I shot right now, but I'm probably going to make it a little bit darker for the redfish, trout, and flounder. It's like a clear, for clear water and greenish water. I'll show it to you here. I think I posted it on my page. It looks like this though. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it's got like it's like a pumpkin brown or pumpkin seed brown with a lime green color on the bottom with some black flake in it. I think this color should be really good for some of the clear and greenish water. But I think on the next batch, I am gonna make it a little bit darker on top, just a little bit. I might add like a drop of black. But haven't been on here in a minute, man, so figured I'd go live for a little bit, maybe for about an hour. I'm gonna shoot the Seth shrimp here real quick, and then in a minute we're gonna shoot the Ragnarok. But I wanted to shoot this one first because I'm gonna shoot it with the same color, like that brownish looking color, with a lime green tail. See if I can fix this thing. I don't know why it's like slanted. Let's see if I can get it to work there. I don't know. Keeps getting slanted. Who's on here? What's up, Blueberry Melon? Yeah, right now we're gonna shoot the Seth shrimp first. We're gonna shoot, I don't have a tail mode for the Seth shrimp, so I'm gonna shoot, what I do is, I don't usually do this, but I figured why not for this store. Since I've been waiting for a restock for a good minute now, I figured like, let me give them something a little different. I'm gonna give them a Seth shrimp with a lime green tail and the brownish body. And then we're also going to be testing it out. But since I don't have a tail mode, I have to shoot the Seth shrimps in the color that I'm going to make the tail in, and then I have to remove the tails one by one. It's kind of a headache, so I don't mind doing it when it's like custom orders, but I don't do it for the stores because obviously it's more work. But I am going to shoot only about 8 packs of it, so I'm going to be quick with it. This is, if not, I'll try to get 10 out of it, but right now we have 4 packs that we just shot technically. But again, I'm going to remove the tails and we're going to insert it back into the mold after I finish shooting the green. All right, let's get this one. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get the shrimps all shot in the green color first. And then that's not the final product. Right now, when I finish shooting another set of 4, I'll go ahead and shoot the final color in it and we'll go ahead and finalize it. And it should do really well for that greenish water, clear water, maybe even murky water, who knows. So let's go ahead and get these molds ready. I need to start using these Seth shrimps a little more often as well in my videos, man. They're freaking killer lures, but I don't really use them as much as I should. Only because I'm lazy. I like to just throw a paddle tail lure and just slow retrieve it. But obviously, a Seth shrimp, I've caught some really nice trout, redfish with them. And when I first launched it, I went out and fished the green lights in Arroyo. And I actually caught my limit of reds and limit of trout with it. So it's a really, really good lure. You just gotta know how to throw it, how to work it. So let's go ahead and get this ready for another injection. Hopefully I can shoot another 4. Actually, I'm gonna switch injectors to this one, I think. And I haven't used these injectors in a minute. There you go. Now let's get, this injector holds more plastic than the other one for some reason. So we'll go ahead and use this one. Let's see if we can clean this out. Nah, it's not gonna work. Let's try this one. I don't know what's going on with these injectors. I guess since I haven't used them in a long time. Nope. I have different injectors, so I have different nipples. Just trying to find the right one. What the hell is going on? Where's the other injector? That should work, I guess. This one, I think it is. All right, this one should work. All right, let's get the green, and let's get another injection here. And I'm gonna show you here in a second how I'm gonna do this. Since I don't have a tail mode for the shrimp lure, what I gotta do is shoot them all one color first. And then what I'll do is I'll remove the tails, insert them back into the mold, and then we'll shoot over it. Ow, burned myself. Okay. This injector shoots a little bit better for this mold. The other one doesn't work as good. And I gotta make sure that they're completely filled in with pressure, otherwise they don't really grab properly. They start having like little air pockets and stuff like that. All right. Now, what I'm gonna do is, while the plastic is heating up the other color, I'm gonna go ahead and start removing these tails, and I'm gonna put them into this cup, and I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do here. So we're gonna basically just cut the tail in an angle here from each one, just like this right here. And I don't have any music playing in the background, guys, because if I do, then my videos don't get monetized. So I apologize if all you hear is a damn fan in the background. Let's see here. Unless I play like some music that I buy, but then I have to go to my computer and sync it with the speaker outside. I don't feel like doing all that. All right, so let me move this over here. And right now all we're gonna do is remove tails, but if you guys have any questions, man, let me know. Let me know. This is the best time to do it right here while I'm live. What's up, Rich Family Vlogs? So that's exactly what I'm doing. What I was talking about is I'm cutting the tails off because since I don't have a tail mold for the Cef shrimp, I'm cutting the tails off manually one by one so that I can shoot another color over it, and we can have a shrimp with a different color tail. Usually what I do is, for these kind of situations, I'll have a tail mold kind of like this one here, and this one will shoot like a bunch of little tails just like that, and then I put the tail into the molds individually and shoot over it, and that's how you get the tails a different color. But since I don't have a tail mold for this one, it took me forever to get this mold a long time ago when I ordered it. So I don't even want to call the manufacturer to try to get me a tail mold, to be honest with you. But right now when I shoot the other color, you'll see exactly why we did this. So right now I'm just going to remove the tails one by one. It's a little tedious, but I don't do this often, but I decided to do this one time, see how it works out, see if people like it. And then these are for the store. So usually I only do these from my website, but I do have my website down right now until I restock. So I figured why not do it for the stores. All right. Yeah, I sell lures. So I sell lures at local bait stores here in the valley. LCD 956 in McAllen. We got RGB Bait Masters in Los Fresnos. Gilbert's Bait and Tackle in Port Isabel. I think Hookline still has some. Gordon's Bait and Tackle in Bronzeville. I gotta restock them as well. Right now I'm restocking RGB Bait Masters, LCD 956. I gotta stock up Gordon, and I gotta stock up Gilbert's Bait and Tackle right now. Okay, so I almost messed up. So I'm about to show you the finished product here. Okay, let's shoot that in. So what I'm gonna do now is, since that color's about to get done, I'm gonna get these tails one by one, and I gotta place them back in the mold one by one. What the hell is this? Like I said, it's a little tedious. There was a time where I actually did this, and I actually also I actually put different color tails and different color feet, the little legs. But man, the legs were annoying, bro. So I don't do that anymore. The tails is relatively simple. You got to put the little tail piece back into the mold, and then you have to what do you call it? Put the little divider in between each one of them. So like I said, it's a little tedious, but the final product usually looks pretty good. This is a new color for me. I've never done this color before, so hoping it looks good. So it's got each one. It's got one of these things in between each one. So let's see here. That will be South High Drive next soon. Yeah, if you're gonna, I'll definitely try to get some at Gilbert's soon. A kayak raffle when you're closing it out. The kayak raffle is still going on, bro. If I can't get it finalized, I am gonna go ahead and just close it out and probably just start issuing people the money back. But I'll let you know on that. So I'm probably gonna make a decision on that one either this Friday coming up or the following, depending on how long it takes. But I've already mentioned this to some of the people, so just stay tuned for that, man. We'll definitely talk about that in the future. All right, so now we have to make sure that the tail mold sits properly in the mold, just like that. Now, okay, so now we have another one. And we gotta get these tails on here as well. Check on the color real quick. A little more flake in it this time. Alright, we'll let that sit for a little bit and then we'll reheat it up. Let's put the other tails on here. What's up, Javier? But right now we're just putting the tails back into this one. Like I said, I'm not gonna do that many of this one. I'm probably just gonna shoot 8 packs. Like I said, just to kind of test the waters and see if people like this. I'll know because when I take them to the stores, if they sell quick, then I'll do it again. Going forward, it's just it's a very tedious process, so I don't really like doing it on this particular mold, but it's all good. Let's see here. We have one more. Where's the other one? Why do we have a tail missing? The fuck? Alright, guess we'll get one from here. That's gonna suck. That means we're only gonna shoot 7 packs. Because there's a tail missing for some reason. I'm sure I'll find it here in a second. Alright, so now we're gonna put the spacers back in. And then we're about to shoot the final injection here in a second. The crazy thing about this mold is that if I lose these little metal things, I don't even know if I can get new ones. I'm sure I can, but all right. All right, so that's centering pretty well, I think. Turn this up a notch. And this is gonna be the final product on this shoot right here. This is 4 packs of lures here on these two molds, but I was hoping to shoot 8, but it looks like I'm only gonna be able to shoot 7. It's like I don't know where the hell the other tail went. Who knows? All right. So now let's go ahead and get it ready. What's up, Chavez? gonna get this out. Make room for the new color. All right, so let's get the new color on here. This is like a pumpkin brown with a little bit of brown color in it. Pumpkin seed with a little bit of brown color in it. And I think like 2 drops of black is what I went with on this one. Just to get it a little bit darker. A little bit darker. And I think we should be able to get at least 7 packs out of this plastisol, I think. We'll see here in a second. Should be able to. I'm pretty sure. All right, now while that plastic cures, let me cut some more tails real quick here. Oh shit! Look, I have a divider here, so one of the shrimps didn't get a damn divider. That one's gonna come out all screwed up. Oh well. Life insurance, licensing. Hell yeah, man. I think I tried doing that life insurance stuff one time. It just required too much time. Too much time. I got discouraged with it real quick. I think I had paid for the first part, I think, the entry charge or whatever it's called, and then after that I was, went to a couple of meetings here and there. But it's like the recruiting process was really annoying. Like having to recruit people and all that stuff. I don't know if it's the same thing you're doing, but that's what mine was. Okay, let's see here. I don't know how the hell I missed that spacer. That's what happens when I go live, man. I get kind of derailed a little bit. I usually just listen to music, jam out, and do my thing. What's up, Josue? Get off and walk at sir. The back. So that's a good question, and the only time you have to walk back there, bro, and drag the kayak, and I don't regret it. I think I have a video doing it when I took a buddy out, and I had to drag my kayak and his kayak because the water was super low. So the only time that you have to drag the kayak back there is when the tide is super low, and so you kind of want to go right before the tide starts coming in, so that way you don't have to do that. But I'll tell you this: if you don't mind dragging the kayak through the mud and dealing with all that mud on your legs and getting messy and all that stuff, the best time to fish in that inlet back there, bro, is when it's like that. Because the water level is really low, that the reds that are all stuck in that channel back there, they can't get out of that channel. They're waiting for the water to come up so they can start leaving. So it's good and bad. It's good fishing if you can make it back there dragging the kayak. I mean, the reds are gonna be stacked, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna be stacked. You're gonna catch like freaking 20-30 reds before that water comes up. Because they can't get out, and they're all waiting right there by the mouth so they can get out. And so when I went with a buddy of mine, I caught probably multiple limits back there, dude. But it's hard, man, dragging that kayak all the way through that mud, because that mud there is really soft. But it's definitely worth it. Definitely worth it if you don't mind doing all that. All right. So this is the final product, guys. I'll show it to you guys here in a second. Let me just load up the so this is the one that I didn't put the spacer on. See, the spacer divides all that crap. Can't really save it. It's pretty much screwed. But let's go ahead and put some more tails on here and get another one ready. But yeah, if you don't mind dragging the kayak through all that stuff, man, it's definitely worth it. But it's a pain in the ass. Usually when the water level is low and it's barely gonna come up, what I try to do is I try to get on the water right before the tide starts coming in, so I can beat the tide from coming in. And as I'm working my way back there, as the water starts coming in, those redfish start running out of that channel, and I start kind of just catching them on the way out. You'll start seeing them in schools left and right, and you just start side casting. I haven't been to San Martin in a good minute. I've been wanting to go, but I just haven't gone out there. But I'll probably go out there sometime in the future. Right now I gotta take the boat to the mechanic on next Friday to see if the head that they found fits the boat. I bent one of the valves on the head, so rather than replacing that valve, I figured I'd just buy a new head. But a buddy of the mechanic, has a head that might fit the boat, and if it does, it'll save me a couple $100. So I'm gonna be doing that. And then I've been working on my truck also, man. My truck's been giving me a lot of problems. That's why it's here in the back behind me on my dad's porch. Can't seem to find the issue. Where are the other damn plates at? Oh, stupid. So you guys distract me too much. These tails don't even go on this mode. All right. My kayak's too heavy to drag. Yeah, no, tell me about it, bro. I know, man. I know. They are definitely heavy. If you've been going to kayak to San Martin, if you've been going to San Martin, bro, you should be catching limits, man. Is that what you said? Every time I go, I come back with limit. Hell yeah. San Martin is like, it's one of those areas where, I mean, it's really, really good for redfish and trout. And right now, the snooks are biting back there in the inlet for sure. The snooks right now are super active right now back there. So if you haven't been back there, you should definitely get back there. I've done really, really good back there with the snooks with either color white, black with red flake, purple, dark green, kind of like the color that I'm doing right now. Freaking killing it with snooks back there when I go back there. I've been wanting to go just to catch me a big snook actually, but I just haven't had a chance. But next weekend I should be going out for sure. And hopefully we'll get some snooks on the board. It's really hard to catch a keeper snook back there because usually they're really big. But if you catch enough, eventually you'll catch a keeper. But catching oversized snooks is never a bad thing. It's a lot of fun. Man. This one's good. This one's not good. Where the hell did the tail go? Bro, what is going on with me right now? Where the hell did that tail go? Fuck it. We'll shoot it without it. It's a little tricky with these plates. If they don't line up, won't let you seal the mold. All right, let's see. Let's shoot the last injection here of this color here. It came out pretty badass, guys. I'll show them to you here in a second. I can definitely see some freaking big old trouts, big old trout and redfish smacking the crap out of this lure for shizzle. Alright, I'm going to heat this up a little bit more. What I miss? I caught 29-inch snook in the Port Isabel the last few weeks. Hell yeah, man. Snooks in Port Isabel is rare. Well, depends on where you're at, I guess. But catching a big snook in Port Isabel is always a good thing because they're usually not over there. They're usually in San Martin, the Chip Channel, sometimes the Jetty, but usually the smaller ones. The back channel back there is roughly, you can use your regular pole anchor back there because it's about 4 feet. It's not that deep. It's only 4 feet. It's just really, really muddy and murky. So if you fall off your kayak, you're gonna sink down to your freaking thighs. Let me put this charger on my phone. That's the only bad thing about it. But it's definitely worth it, man, going back there for sure. It sucks when it's low tide, like I said, but I mean, it's worth it if you can make it back there. All right, I'm gonna shoot this one, and I'm gonna show you what the other ones came out looking like. I honestly dig this color. I think it's gonna be deadly. I'm gonna have to keep a pack or so, or maybe like 1 or 2 lures, so I can test them out myself. I promise you, if I go to South Padre Island and go look for some trout, they're gonna hammer the crap out of this shrimp lure. So check this out. Let me show you guys the shrimp lure here. We'll take one out off of here. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see it here, but it's like trying to see the light can capture it. It's like a pumpkin seed brown with brown and black and the neo lime tail. It's hard for the camera to really capture it. Let's see if you guys can see it better here. But it's got that neo lime tail with that kind of like a pumpkin green brown color with some black flake in it. It's a dope ass color. I think this one's gonna do really well. For those of you guys that like using shrimp imitations and working the lure, this is probably gonna be your best bet for some nice trout and redfish. I've caught some nice flounder on them, but I gotta kind of drag them on the bottom. But for the most part, twitching this Zeph shrimp's gonna give you the probably the best action in the water. It's got a lot of tail action in the water, and I use a hard plastic on this one. It still has a lot of action. I usually rather use medium blend, which is a little bit softer, which it has way more action. If you go to my TikTok, you'll see the video with it. And I use a soft blend on it, and the tail has got like a lot of action, like really, really flimsy. The problem that I found with it, with the original plastisol, is that the trout and the redfish would just destroy it. You would catch one fish and it would just destroy it. So I had to go with the saltwater blend, and it's a little bit more tougher, so it'll withstand. Like if you use one of these, you'll catch 4 or 5 limits before you got to change it out. Very durable lure. So that's why I use this plastisol. But that's what they look like right there. It's like a pumpkin brown with a neoline. That neoline color is a UV color, so under that sun or green lights is definitely gonna pop. That's a badass color though. Let me see where I can put these because I can't really hang these. Just gotta lay them out. All right, now let's look at this one. I was actually thinking about shooting the smaller paddle tail lure in the same color. What's up, King Storm? Mark, keep up the great work and them lures. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I'll be making some jigs soon, man. Some jig heads. I just gotta order some hooks and then I'll probably start making some again. But this little shrimp lure came out dope, man. This color combination. I think on the Ragnarok, I'm gonna shoot it again for the other store later on. And I'm gonna make it a little bit darker, kind of like I did this one. Because the first round I made them pretty good. They look nice, but I think a little bit darker would have looked better. So I think by adding the black to it really made the color pop a little bit more. So on the next batch for sure, I'm gonna be doing the adding a little bit of black to it, like I did this one, and a little more black flake as well. But that's the final product on that one. Like I said, I'm gonna take these to RGV Baitmasters sometime this week. So if you guys are interested in getting this Sep shrimp in this particular color, it's gonna be a fire lure, man, for some trout, redfish, in clear water, green water, murky-ish water. Not too dark of a water. Maybe they might still work actually because they're kind of dark, but it's gonna be a dope ass color for that, for San Martin and South Padre Island, Port Mansfield, Arroyo City, all that good stuff. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the jig heads for sure are really good. I just haven't done them in a minute because, I mean, they take a long time to do, man. And I'm a one-man show. I do the lures, I do the jig heads, I work, I do YouTube, I video, I edit, I do all that stuff. It's a lot of work. So that's the reason I took a small break, guys, from YouTube for a little bit. It's been about 6 weeks, I think, now. But I'll be back on it next weekend. I just wanted to take a little break from doing lures, and the stores were reaching out to me telling me they needed to restock since like 3 weeks ago. But I just told them to give me some time so I can kind of regroup and start making some lures again. So I figured, let's do it. Time to make some lures. All right, so let's put the shrimp lure away. Now, we have this brown neoline. We could probably get like 10 packs of the Hulk out of this plastic right here. I'm trying to debate whether I should make some or not. I don't know. All right, let's do some Cosmos. I know the stores are out of the Cosmos, so let's shoot some Cosmos real quick. Let's make sure that this cup is clean. We're gonna shoot some Cosmo in the Ragnarok and in the small paddle tail lure. I know that he sold out of this color for sure, so let's get some of this color going. These are probably, for some reason, this color is probably one of the most asked for color I'm kind of debating if I should do the Cosmos with the neoline tail, since I have that green there. I probably should, right? What do you guys think? Should I do the Cosmo with the neoline green tail, or should I just do the Cosmo the way it is? What's up, Brian? The channel from San Martin. I've fished both lakes in San Martin. I think it's called Goose Island, but over there it gets really, really skinny for sure. Should I do the Cosmo? Nice. I just got that pick mark. Appreciate it. Hey Jake, I saw that picture, man. I don't know if you posted the video yet, but I'm definitely gonna watch it. I don't usually target sheephead, but I know they're hella good. Over here where we're at, like we have the old bridge, I think, that has sheephead. Obviously the jetties, but that's pretty much about it. We don't really have other areas that really have or are isolated with sheephead, other than maybe the chip channel, fishing by the barge boats or the under the docks. But for the most part, we don't really have anything crazy like that. But I do want to go to the old bridge one day and try to fish with some sheephead. I know that popping cork and some live shrimp back there should be hella good. The only problem with over here is that in that area we have a lot of freaking ladyfish, bro. A lot of ladyfish. So, but I did see your picture, man. Hell yeah, dude. I want to see that video. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna shoot the Ragnarok in a neoline color, and I'm also gonna shoot the paddle tail mode. I should probably do the Ragnarok first, just so I don't want to be going back and forth. And then what I'm going to do is kind of the same thing. I'm going to be cutting the tails off and then shooting them again with the Cosmo color on top. I usually shoot the Cosmo with just straight white with red flake, but on this one I guess I'm going to go with the neoline just to kind of mix it up a little bit. Goose Island, I don't really see a lot of people going back there. Again, it's really, really skinny back there. Sometimes it could be really good, bro, because you can sight cast, Austin, but sometimes, man, you're gonna find yourself not being able to move your kayak back there. So it's like one of those things that you gotta maybe go on high tide. But what I've noticed about San Martin is the best time to catch reds is on low tide or when the tide's barely gonna kick in. What's up, Mac4? Yeah, the website is currently down right now. I have it down temporarily until I finish restocking. One of the problems that I had with the website when I had it up was that I couldn't keep up with the demand. Filling the stores with orders and then keeping up with the orders online. So instead of making people wait for their lures, a lot of people were waiting a little bit longer than 7 days or 10 days because I was trying to keep up with the demand. That I just decided to take it down meanwhile so that I can restock, and then once I restock I'll put it up again, and this way nobody's waiting for 7 days or two weeks or whatever for a freaking order of lures, you know what I mean? So it's a good problem to have. The only problem is that I do everything by myself. Nobody helps me out. It's really hard to teach somebody how to do lures because it's one of those things where it's not super hard, but it takes time. And you got to learn like how many drops of color, what temperatures, how much glitter, so you can be able to do the exact same color over and over again. So teaching somebody all that can be a little bit hectic, and finding somebody that wants to do it as well is a little bit harder. The ROI in lures is not like crazy high. We're not a big brand like, some of the other bigger brands that have been around for a long time. So I don't have the equipment to really push out 1,000 lures, every week or whatever. So we kind of just go with the flow, man. And that's why the website is currently down, but it will be back up soon. Probably after I finish with the stores restock, I'll probably get the website loaded up, and I'm going to get a new board so I can stack up all the brand new colors and all that stuff. So that way, whenever people want lures, instead of me making them, usually what I'll do is when people order lures, I make them that same day, and then I try to get them done within a day or two, and then I ship them out. So instead of doing all that, what I'm gonna do is just fully restock on the back end. So when people do order lures, I can just bag them and tag them, and let's go. So be patient with me, man. I'll have it ready soon. Yeah, so when the tide is high, the bites, it's one of those things. If you go back there and the water's already high in San Martin, the reds are already left. A lot of times you'll find some kind of lingering around, but for the most part, they're gone. So in my experience, best time to fish San Martin is low tide. It's a struggle being back there because it's so shallow, but if you put your drive up or whatever you're using and just kind of use your hand paddle to kind of move around when it's low tide, you're going to be able to spot the backs of the reds, the wakes, all that good stuff. And that's why it's so much easier and so much more efficient when you're casting, because you can just side cast all day versus just throwing your damn lure all over the place. Yeah, it's been a long time, Brian. I apologize, man. I've been busy, man. I've been busy. Took a little break from YouTube for a little bit, but I should be back on it. I figured if I'm gonna restock some lures, might as well go live for a little bit, talk to you guys. And I should be going out fishing next weekend, probably. Unless I have a good week for work this week, I'll probably go on Friday. I'll probably go out on Friday. But right now I gotta make sure I make my money first at work. And then we'll have some fun. All right. We're gonna shoot these fast because we're just gonna remove the tail. Anyways. So we're gonna we gotta shoot 5 neo lime. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get enough. But what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna do like I'm gonna do something crazy. That's what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I gotta get 10 packs of the Ragnarok with the Cosmo. 10 packs of the Cosmo and the Ragnarok. So what I'm probably gonna do is, this is gonna be enough for 4 modes only. But instead of doing 10 packs of this exact same color, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna put 3 regular Cosmos in the pack and 2 Cosmos with the Neo Lime tail. That way you have 2 different lures in the same bag, but it's the same color, just one has a Neo Lime. And then whoever buys them can give me some feedback and tell me which one worked most or better, or if they work the same. That's gonna be cool. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna do that right now. So I'm just gonna shoot this one here and then another one, and then I'm gonna put those aside, and then we're gonna shoot straight Cosmo, but then on these we're gonna put the Neo Lime tail, and we're just gonna put two in each bag plus the 3 regular Cosmos. I think people will get a kick with that. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. What's going on, Brian? Well, hit me up, dude. Let me know. Text me. Let me know what's up, man. Midday in San Martin is trash, Austin. Trash, bro. Don't even waste your time. I tell people this in San Martin. If you're fishing anytime after 11 a.m. at San Martin, you just go home. If you haven't caught fish, just go home. The bite is dead, bro. Like by 10:30, the bite's dead back there. There's nothing back there. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll find some of the trout and snooks in the actual channel of San Martin, in the deeper area by the oyster beds. If you don't see them blowing up by the oyster beds, they're not there. San Martin's best times to catch fish is early mornings or sunset. Best time to catch fish there. That's my experience though. I could be wrong, but this is just my experience of fishing there. And I used to fish there a lot. So I kind of figured it out. That's why people, when I go back there, it's like I always catch fish there because I kind of figured it out. There's really no way to mess it up. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get these out of here. We're gonna cut the tails off here in a second. I'm gonna do this one time and see how it works. I'm gonna put them at RGB Bait Masters. I might do the same for LCD. And if they tell me that people like the idea better, we'll do it again. Some people just love those neoline tails or chartreuse tails. So they might buy it just because of that, you know what I'm saying? And fishing is all about catering to the fishermen. A lot of people don't understand that. Colors are important for depending on the water clarity. But for the most part, if you ask any lure maker, the person you have to convince is the fisherman, not the fish. The fish are gonna hit the lure no matter what, as long as it's the right color, whether it's dark, white, dark, clear, white, depending on the water clarity, the fish is gonna hit it no matter what. But the actual person you're trying to convince to get the lure is the customer. And that's facts. Yeah, you gotta go early morning, man. Sometimes the tide is high and it is what it is. You can't really do much about it. You just gotta go back there and really hunt for them. You know, Jake posted a video the other day that really hit the nail on the head, where he was talking about fishing is literally hunting. That's exactly what you're doing when you're fishing. You know, you're going out there and it's not just throwing a rod out and fishing. That's it. That's not how it works. When you go out fishing, you're actually in the fish's territory. You're hunting them down. You're chasing wakes. You're chasing, you know, birds. You're chasing everything that says there's fish here, and that's how you find them. So realistically, you're hunting. You're not fishing, and that's exactly what it is, man. So you gotta get out there and just grind until you get those fish, man. Sometimes, and or go to a different location. That's your other best bet. One of the best places to go to is South Padre Island early morning. Launch your kayak off the causeway and go about, I want to say about 150 yards, 200 yards back towards Port Isabel in the water. And I think it's the second or third marker there. Right there, the water's about 5 feet, 6 feet deep. Early morning, that's trout territory right there. I haven't gotten the yak at all, bro. She's all dusty. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, neither have I, man. Neither have I. We're on the same boat. All right, let me put some plastic on here real quick, guys. Where's my, here it is. All right, we're gonna heat this up. All right, give me a quick second, guys. I'm gonna get a C4 real quick. Nothing that has the same thing, reduced engine performance. Turns on fine, it's just, I don't know. The what? Oh, I don't know. It's not reading any problems with it. But, I don't know. What's up, James? Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I had to get another C4. This is my third C4 today. Okay. Now what we're gonna do meanwhile the plastic's all cooked is I'm gonna remove the tails from here. And then we're gonna shoot the Cosmo over it on the first 2 runs. And then we're gonna shoot the regular Cosmo by itself. Alright. So we're gonna put this one here. Put it in the tail mode. I think people are really gonna like this idea here, guys. I don't know if any other brand does this. But it might be a little different, and maybe somebody will see this and then they'll do it as well. Let's see. So it's going to be a neon tail with the Cosmo body, which is a white color with a red flake. Who knows, if this works, we might even start a trend and other companies will do the exact same thing. Okay. All right, this one's ready. So these I'm gonna have, these specific ones I'm gonna have them at RGV Bait Masters in Los Fresnos. I do have them in Bronzeville, what is it called? Gordon's Bait and Tackle. And I have some at in Bronzeville. That's the only store I think. Gordon's Bait and Tackle, unless I'm missing somebody. And then Gilbert's Bait and Tackle in Port Isabel, Los Fresnos, McAllen. But and then I do have a website, but it's temporarily down. It'll be back up shortly, and you'll be able to order a bunch of badass colors there. Usually on my website I have colors that stores don't have, just because I take a little bit more time in making them. So I'd rather get the you know, the 100% profit versus just half. You know what I mean? All right. But this one's gonna be the Cosmo. The Cosmo is a white color with red flake. That's all it is. We have the white right here. Yeah, man, I haven't been on the kayak in a minute, but I'll be on the kayak soon, man. I'm kind of trying to get the boat back on the water because I'm trying to get another kayak in the future. I'm trying to get the XTR 30, I think it's called, with a little outboard motor. I kind of like that one a little bit more than the Hobie Outback. But yeah, we'll be definitely getting out on the kayak maybe this coming weekend. All right, let me start cutting these tails off as well. All right. Have I seen the what? The Flukes Jet Kayak? I have seen it. It's pretty dope, actually. I need to do some research on that one. I'd like to maybe even get that one. Shit. That one looks pretty dope, too. I think my dad was showing it to me the other day. I'm going to check it out. Yeah, my dad was telling me about it the other day. The jet powered kayak. 3K? That's not too bad. Do you know what the what kind of battery it's supposed to take, and also the time on the water you get and the speed? That's important. I might even get that one. Shit, that one's pretty dope. But I don't know, man. The XTR30 has the ability to have 2 people on it, and it costs the same price, 3 grand. The only difference is obviously you have to buy a motor for it. So it's gonna cost probably like 4,500 fully rigged. But I mean, you'll be able to go faster and run on gas on an outboard motor versus a battery, which is kind of what I like. And I like the fact that I can take 2 people on it as well, just in case. So whenever I don't feel like taking the boat, I can just take that one out. And I fish a lot by myself, so having that ability to take a smaller vessel and go out to Arroyo in it be pretty dope. It's kind of like the videos that I made with the one of my buddies, the Boat Rover, and that was pretty cool platform as well. But I decided not to get that one. It's not bad. It was a hassle unloading it into the ramp, getting it onto the trailer, and all that stuff. It was kind of weird. So I don't know. It was just really weird. It wasn't for me. But other than that, it's a great platform. Who knows? I'll see if he still has it. I can't remember how much he wanted for it. "12 volt to 60 volt. Do you know the speed and the time you get on it though? I think the XTR30 with an outboard, you're gonna go, I think, like 15 miles an hour or something like that. I'm not too sure. I know on the Boat Rover, I was able to get about 22 miles an hour, I think, which is pretty quick for that little skiff or whatever it's called. All right, right now we have 10, 17. I need to do about 100 packs for Captain George, so it's gonna take me a minute. I'm not gonna get them done today for sure, but I'll probably get them done by Tuesday, and I'll deliver them on Wednesday. All right, let's check out the Casasol. Another thing that I want to do, hope in the end of September, I might have a new lure coming out. I'm still designing it. My iPad is dead right now. Other guys, I'll show you guys the design, but I'm still kind of working on it, on the specifics, the details, the tail, all that stuff. But I might be launching a new lure sometime late September, if not October for sure. So with that being said, I also have to get a I need to work on getting a shooting star so I can shoot faster, because shooting like this takes me a long time. So I might be working on that as well. Rumor has it that there's a lure company out there that's no longer selling lures anymore locally, but the guy wants to sell his shooting star with all his molds and everything he's got. And I'm not interested in everything, I just want the shooting star. So I'm gonna see if maybe he'll separate the shooting star from everything else, and I might buy it from him. So that's kind of what I'm working on, Austin. I'm in between a ball tail, a willow tail, or a straight tail. That's kind of what I'm working on for the next lure. So that's kind of the idea. So I'm trying to figure it out, but I want something a little bit different. So that's why I'm designing it myself. And then once I draw it out and I'm happy with it, I'll have my guy design it, the mold for me, and see what it looks like. But I'm definitely going for something like that, just so you know. All right, so we're at 349, 356 degrees. We got to get this a little bit hotter. Let's go ahead and put some white on it though. The white color is like super strong. You don't even need that many drops of it. I don't like the white to be super thick. I like it to be a little translucent. All right. Let's heat that up for about 50 seconds. We're gonna get our red flake. We use the, I think this is the .40 red flake on the Cosmo. I was using the .62, but it looked a little bit weird. So I went with the original one. Actually, it's not even the .40, it's the, this one is a point, yeah, I think it's a .40. This is a .40. That one's a .62. So we're gonna be using the 40. 7 px and the flux on the flux jet. Not too bad. 7 miles an hour. 7 miles an hour is not bad either. But again, like I'm kind of want an outboard motor, bro. That's the only reason why. Plus, I see a lot of issues with the jet engine. It's so new. I feel like it's gonna have a lot of issues with the grass running through it and getting stuck on it. But I don't know. It could be wrong. I'd have to test one out in person one day. But for now, I'm really leaning towards the XTR30 only because, like I said, I can take 2 people on it, and that's kind of why I want it. All right, so we're gonna get some red flake going here. Don't need that much. The Cosmo doesn't have that much red. Just enough. The red flake is just supposed to kind of make it look like it's an injured prey. And when a predator sees that red, they think it's an injured bait and they'll come after it. And this is one of my best selling colors for some reason. It's one of the best selling combinations I have in both the Ragnarok mode and the small mode. It's good for daytime fishing, clear water, green water. It's good for fishing under the lights. this whites. Let's see if it came out good. I feel like it's a little bit too translucent. But we'll see here in a second. It might be a little too clear. We'll see what it looks like here in a second. Might need to add a little bit more white on the next one. All right. Nah, it might look all right. It might look pretty good, actually. We'll see, we'll see. Better place to fish midday when the sun is up hot. Some of the best places to fish midday, bro, are gonna be the jetties because it's deep. The water's cooler. The surf maybe. On a kayak, maybe. South Padre Island, like I said, by the bridge, in that deeper water, 4 to 6 feet deep. If it's like 3 p.m. Arroyo maybe. It all varies, man. It all varies. I don't usually fish midday because it's really, really hot. Sometimes I have been at the jetty super late midday because it's super slow. All right, let's go ahead and hang this one up. What's up, Dad? Yeah, I saw right now you got home. I shot the Cosmo in a white with a neo-lime tail. That's a pretty badass color. Check it out. I'm only gonna shoot 20 of these in this particular color because, like I said, what I'm gonna do is when I take 10 packs to the store of this color, I'm gonna put 2 of each, 2 lures per bag of this color, and the other 3 lures in the bag will be a solid white with red flake. And I think that people will really like the idea and they'll buy it because it's kind of like getting 2 different colors in one pack. In the lure business, not a lot. I don't think a lot. It varies. Hold on. Where's the mold? All right, let's see if I don't burn myself without a glove here. I'll tell you here in a second what I've invested more or less. Give me a moment. So In lures, it depends, man. It's hard to really price it because everything costs different amounts. For example, this specific mold that I'm shooting right now, this one I drew on the iPad. I drew it on paper, then I drew it on the iPad, and then I had a guy design it on the actual computer and cut the mold. So this particular mold by itself cost me $1,000. That could be expensive for some people, but other companies like AM Fishing, JRZ, and other bigger brands, they have some lures that cost $5,000, $10,000, $3,000 per mold because you're shooting in a different machine. Instead of them shooting it one by one like I do, they have it in a machine where the machine just shoots it really fast, and then all they do is take the mold out, remove the lures, put the mold back in, the machine shoots again. That's like maybe in the future I'll get something like that. This one was $1,000. My shrimp modes were like $600. My smaller lure was like $250, and so forth. So it really adds up. 1,000, 2,000. I probably put about $4,000, $4 or $5,000, I think, into the like this twin injector. So I can show you this twin injector from Tournament Strong. This one I think cost me like $300 and some dollars. So it adds up, you know. So probably like $4 or $5,000 that I put into it, little by little. All right. So this is gonna be the last one that we shoot in this with the neoline color. The rest are gonna be just all white. Like I said, we'll see how this combination works. If I notice that more people are buying it because of this combination, I'll decide in the future whether to make more like it or to continue adding them in the bags. So this is what it looks like. It's a white with red flake, and it's got a neoline tail. And that neoline tail, under the UV, it glows. It looks like it glows. And then when you're throwing in deep water, that sun, that UV is gonna make that green really, it's gonna look like it's glowing in the dark. And that's really what the fish are gonna key in on. So, should work pretty good. All right. The only thing about white is that if I keep overcooking it, it starts to turn like yellowish. So I gotta be quick with it. I can't overcook it, and I have to finish shooting it really fast. I don't know why it does that. What's up, Bigathon? Thanks, man. Working on it. All right. Shoot another one. All right, with this one, it should be 6 packs. I should be able to get my 5th injection without my last injection to have 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, actually, I need one more. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna need one more here in a second. So I'm going to reheat up some of the white color and then get another pack out of it. What you guys got going on though? Have you been to Holly Beach? I haven't been there in a minute. It's been a long time actually. I have been hearing good things about it. I've seen people catching fish at Holly Beach. They act like it's a secret, but Holly Beach is not a secret. It's just a matter of wanting to drive through all the terrain to get back there. But I might go to Holly Beach, if not this weekend, the following. I might go out there. And if I do go out there, I'll let you guys know where to go, where to launch from. And I'll see if I can drop some coordinates on where to catch the reds and all that good stuff. For some of the people that have never been back there. There is an area back there in Holly Beach that is known for big gator trout. So my objective when I go out there is to catch my limit of reds really fast. And then I'm going to try to see if I can find those big gator trout back there. But it's known to have some big old gator trouts back there in a certain area. I'm going to see if I can find them. For those of you guys that just got in here, check out this color we shot earlier. It's like a pumpkin seed. It's like a pumpkin seed with a little bit of brown, a little bit of black, with a neoline tail. In person, this color lure looks freaking badass. This is the Seth shrimp. It's gonna be a deadly one for some trout and redfish for sure. Okay, let's see. All right, that one's gonna cook a little bit longer. And let's see. We might go live on Facebook here in a little bit. I just don't know the restrictions on Facebook. I know YouTube doesn't have restrictions, so I can like smoke and stuff. Nobody cares. Facebook is a little bit different. I know TikTok last time kicked me out. I don't think TikTok likes... They kicked me out for driving one time. Driving and talking. So, I don't think they really like you to be driving or smoking. All right. See if we can get one more injection out of this, and I'm gonna remelt. I gotta heat that up a little bit more. You still doing the podcast in the future? What podcast are you talking about? I want to do like a podcast, like I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I need to get like a whole setup, microphones, amplifiers, all that stuff in the future. I would like to do a podcast in the future, but not right now. That would be kind of dope. But if I did a podcast, I'd like to invite like people that, like other fishermen on it, and talk about, you know, maybe their lures or spots. I don't know, man. I'd have to, not really too big on asking the right questions to people that I don't even know. Because I would like to do it to meet people that I don't even know. Kind of get how their stories and all that stuff. Maybe even bring people on the podcast that don't even like me. Kind of talk to them as well. How was that? To see why they don't like me. Things like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to remelt the white here, but for some reason there's like chartreuse right here. And I'm going to make another, so I can get another pack out of it. Or 2 packs, actually. Ow. That's hot. Typically what I'll do is I'll just grab some of the leftover, the one that I just shot right now, I'll cut it up in pieces and remelt it really fast. If I was shooting like a lot of packs, right, what I would do is remove the all the little nipples on the other ones as well and melt that as well. And usually when I remelt, I usually get like 22 packs out of 4 cups, instead of getting just 10 packs. Ow. Let's see, Salino, amigo, ese es el color igual que el Cosmo. Sí, ese es el Cosmo, exactamente el Cosmo. Lo hice en blanco, y también lo hice con una colita roja, verde, nomás que ese ya los hice. Estos son nada más el puro Cosmo. Podcast. No, I don't do podcasts. I did a podcast one time with some other gentleman that we did a podcast together. But he invited me on his podcast and we did that one. And it was me and some other dude. But I haven't done a podcast since. ¿Es el luminoso? ¿Las partes de la cola o es todo el luminoso? Me gustó ese color de camarón. No sé cuál color de camarón me dices. El camarón sí lo hago en este mismo color, pero hice otro temprano que es este, y este es como un pumpkin green brown con la colita así verde, y este color va a estar bien padre también para los truchas y los rojos y esos tipos de pescados. Este va a estar muy muy bueno. Hay uno que hice en el camarón que es como también igual color este verde, y también en la noche también se ve como que está brillando. Okay. Pero este sí es el Cosmo. Lo estamos haciendo en el color, en el tamaño grande, y ahorita lo voy a hacer en el tamaño chico. Este es el Cosmo. Es un blanco con red glitter. Ok, hay que comprarnos este camarón verde soldado. Sí, está muy bonito este. Lo va a manejar la tienda RGB Bait Masters en Los Fresnos. La semana que viene, como el miércoles o el jueves, lo va a tener. Ahorita lo estoy haciendo porque me pidió como unos 100 paquetes de lures. So, ahorita lo estoy haciendo. Pero ahorita nada más llevo como 37 paquetes, me faltan como unos 60. Ya es para acabar. But alright guys, I'm probably gonna log off. Wanted to be out here for about an hour. If you guys have any questions, comment after the fact or whatever the case is, and I'll see if I can comment back. I may or may not go live on Facebook, I don't know yet. I'm gonna work on some new colors, and right now when I finish this one, I might go on live on Facebook to show that one off, but let me finish this one off and then we'll see what happens. El LCD de McAllen todavía no los va a tener, pero sí se los voy a hacer también. Pero esa tienda LCD 956 me pidió también lures, nomás que lo estoy haciendo también. Pero ahorita tengo que hacer una tienda primero y luego voy a hacer esa. So, en el futuro Mark también los va a tener ahí en la tienda del 23. So, no hay cuidado. Al rato que acabe con esto, yo se los llevo también para allá. Pero ahí como quiera, ya me voy a salir de aquí. So, gracias, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. And any questions, comments, whatever, let me know in the comments. Hasta luego.